do you know exactly what Hunter Biden did to receive the money from China? Because that's something we've had a hard time trying to figure out. I think I know what Trump's businesses were. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just know what his businesses are. I don't know what the Biden's businesses are.
And you don't know what it's not.
Well,
I'm sorry?
And you don't know what it's not either.
But what I'll say.
So you have no idea why or why not he received that money.
What I will say is.
You have no evidence about it.
You just watched Congressman James Comer laying down the truth, plain and simple. And let me tell you, that right there is the whole ballgame. Comer hits the opponent with the one question that they never want to answer. What did Hunter Biden actually do for all that money from China? It's not complicated. We know what the opposition does when they're cornered. They throw up a smoke screen and shout Trump. Comer points out the massive, glaring difference. I think I know what Trump's businesses were. I don't know what the Biden's businesses are. That ambiguity, folks, is the entire problem. When the defense is immediately, yeah, well, what about him? And bringing up old news about another politician, you know they've lost the argument on the merits. They are dodging accountability, and Comer is the guy forcing them to face the music. It's about transparency, it's about the rule of law, and it's about holding the powerful accountable. That's what this fight is all about. Stick around, because after we watch the rest of this exchange, I'm going to break down why Comer's question is the most important question in D.C. right now. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and let us know in the comments if you think they'll ever answer that question. Don't go anywhere.
So,
Would you yield a question?
yes.
You made the argument that Trump received $6 million from China or something, and Hunter Biden received the money from China. Do you know exactly what Hunter Biden did to receive the money from China? Because that's something we've had a hard time trying to figure out. I think I know what Trump's businesses were. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just know what his businesses are. I don't know what the Biden's businesses are.
And you don't know what it's not.
Well,
I'm sorry?
And you don't know what it's not either.
But what I'll say.
So you have no idea why or why not he received that money.
What I will say is.
You have no evidence about it.
Can I submit this MSNBC or this NBC article for the record as well?
Without objection, so ordered.
And I will say that in this article, it specifically says that the source of a number of Trump's monies, it was unclear. Okay. He just said that he did have businesses there. He did say that he had opened some bank accounts in China, but they could not find the source of the monies that were paid to him from China.
Chair recognizes Mr. Turner from Kansas for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you both for being here today. There's a lot of information. Let's try to quickly lay this out for the American people, okay? So quick answers. How long has...
All right, we're back. We watched the full exchange, which, let's be honest, wasn't much longer. But that brief confrontation tells you everything you need to know about the state of play in Washington. And frankly, it makes Senator James Comer look like the only person in that room focused on the actual truth and the well-being of the American people. Comer wasn't doing a gotcha moment. He was asking a simple, foundational question that the American people deserve an answer to. He said, and I'm quoting here, "Do you know exactly what Hunter Biden did to receive the money from China? Because that's something we've had a hard time trying to figure out." Now, when you have a member of Congress leading an investigation, saying they can't figure out the service provided for millions of dollars in foreign funds, that is a red flag big enough to cover the entire Capitol building. And what was the opposition's response? Total deflection. A complete non-answer. They immediately tried to muddy the waters by bringing up Donald Trump. Specifically, referencing a story that claimed the source of some of Trump's money was unclear. Do you see the absolute failure to address the substance here? Comer is pointing out that we don't know what Hunter Biden's business even is, or what legitimate service he provided to receive millions. The other side's entire defense is, well, maybe we don't know every single source for someone else either. That is a weak, non-substantive defense that completely avoids the core issue of influence peddling and the appearance of conflicts of interest at the highest levels of government. Comer clearly lays out the difference. I think I know what Trump's businesses were. I don't know what the Biden's businesses are. That is the crux of the matter. We are talking about a family whose entire business structure seems to be built on an opaque veneer, with millions flowing in from adversarial nations, and yet when asked to name the product or the consulting service, all we hear is silence and deflection. Senator Comer is doing the heavy lifting by demanding transparency. He is relentlessly pursuing the facts for the American people, despite the clear, coordinated attempts to distract from the core issue. He stood his ground and highlighted that there's a serious distinction between known business dealings and a situation where the exact nature of the business is a deep mystery. Comer is demanding accountability from the most powerful family in the country, and for that, he deserves our full praise and support. Keep fighting, Senator Comer. The American people are watching, and we demand answers.